this is definitely the place. I would expect people like Simon and all of them to go all out. Unless this is... Actually, I don't think they built this. This looks old. Okay, anyway. Let's see. This... Okay. Alright, that's familiar. Oh, it's just like that one dragon statue in... no matter. Thanks, Mother. Sorry. Breaking and entering. Okay, yeah, this is... well... I've never been this deep into their territory. It's actually quite a charming little village. It's, very nostalgic, I must admit, especially with that big, weird thing, the dragon. Ugh. It's fine. Oh. Hello?
Hey!
Hey! Sorry for intruding on your territory.
You didn't break anything, right?
No! Well, I broke something to get in, and then I fixed it.
There's a button!
Oh. I did not see that. My apologies.
Did you look?
No. I was kind of in a rush to get here.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Because I knew you were expecting me, so...
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised you actually came straight to a item, but you know. Happens.
Well, I don't really. You know, I've been having a bit of sour memory recently. I don't think I would have remembered where your house was.
That's fair, that's fair. I mean, we can go over there now then.
Ah, yeah.
I don't assume you want to stay here that long.
Yeah, from past experiences, I don't particularly enjoy being in other group territories. Oh, jeez, you guys have a lot of armor.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Yep.
Anyway. Ah, is that it right over there?
No. God, no. Hold on, I just gotta pick up the seeds. Okay. Yeah, no, that is not my house. God, no. That's Janet's house.
Ah.
You've been to my house.
I have, like I said, I don't quite remember where it was.
Fair enough.
Whoa, okay. You built a dam.
Well, no, we're lowering the water level again.
Why?
Because that's the bottom of it. You can see it
Huh.
from here. You can see the drop off.
Well, this looks...
Yeah.
now I see.
Yep.
Must have taken a lot of work.
Yeah. That's how far down we're lowering the rest of it.
You don't have any, like, railings or anything?
Don't cats always fall on their feet anyway?
Well, yes, mostly, but not in water.
Scared of water?
No, actually. I don't really mind the water. I just...
Then
It's
you'd
kind
be
of
fine
hard
if
to...
you fell.
Oh, yeah. True. Hmm.
Besides, we could swim anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it gets a tad bit
Oh,
heavier for me because of, all the fur.
yeah, we can skirt around the outside then. Go past Speck's house.
How is Spec? I haven't seen them in a bit.
Uh, good. You know, just kind of been vibing.
Right. Things have, hasn't been any big conflicts? Or...
Unlike you and Sloth, most of us are okay most of the time.
Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my distance from Sloth, just at least until the trials.
That's good.
I... Alright. Oh, now I remember this place.
Yeah. We can sit over here.
Alright. Okay, so... where do I begin? And first of all, I just wanted to say I appreciate the sentiment of you wanting to help me. It means a lot.
Well, you need it.
Yeah, it'll also probably explain some of my behavior as of recently.
Yeah.
So, I wrote, when we did the egg hunt, I wrote down, like you said, my experience in a book. I don't know if you want to read it or if you want me to read it out.
Do you want me to read it, or would you rather read it?
I. Hmm. Well, I don't really know. I feel like if I wrote it out. Well, not. I feel like if I read it out, it would.
How
I'm
about
trying
just
not to trigger
do
any
you,
more. Yeah, any more
so do you think
hauntings.
it'd be more triggered by you reading it or me reading it?
I guess I'll read it.
Okay.
I gotta be, not a wimp about it. Okay, so this is what I wrote. I've been having these issues recently where I hallucinate myself back in the Harshlands, which I'm sure you've heard about from others. Has Simon told you about that? Or Sloth?
About what again? Sorry.
The land where Sloth and I came from.
Not really.
Uh, well, it was it's a place where I both miss it and don't miss it at the same time. There are certain parts of that place that I feel homesick for. But
Mm-hmm.
there was also a lot of bad things to it. For example, as I wrote, in these hallucinations, I find myself in battles back at the spawn area with Melon Church, Bedrock House, my old shop home, bunch of old places that were around the area. I find myself being attacked by the group called Atlas, which was basically a group trying to take over the land, and they like to attack the people at spawn a lot. I feel like I am fighting them every single time I get hit or have a raised voice yelling at me. The flashbacks, just, I don't know. So this brings me to the egg hunt, where I think the fight started, it was all blur, but I think the fight started because I accidentally dropped an ender pearl from my pocket, and
Mm-hmm.
it landed in front of Cutie, of all people, and obviously it very much upset him. And so I don't remember what he did exactly, but something triggered a hallucination, and I ended up envisioning people as others from my homeland, and I ended up hurting Cuckoo because of it. Now the biggest thing of all is with Simon.
Yeah.
The reason why I was acting so hostile with him was because sometimes whenever I look at him, I see the face of someone else. He was the person that I kept seeing, the one that made me be here today. Not made me, but you know what I mean, like, that I kept trying to talk to. One of the most powerful people in the old land where I came from was a human, and his name was Haru. God, I hate saying that name.
It's okay.
It's, God, how do I repeat this out loud? It's easier writing stuff in pages, but describing it out loud, that's not my strongest suit. It's been like, I don't know, 400-ish years since I last saw everyone there, especially him, but I can't seem to get over the pain and torment he caused me and others that I loved, and I didn't find this out until after I arrived at Crimson Hollow, but turns out he was the one that orchestrated that one group, Atlas. He was the one that orchestrated it all along. So, you can obviously imagine how that had me feel.
Yeah.
Even after Simon left, I kept seeing visions of him in his, he was a soldier, so obviously, and he very heavily resembled Simon when I first met him, and Simon's brother, but I kept seeing him in front of me the whole time I was talking to you, and I could hear his voice, and it was just whispering in my ear, taunting me, and I tried, it was very difficult to focus on your voice. there's a... The Simon that we know here is... They have a counterpart. Someone who goes by Sage. But he was the one that I was tasked to, you know, guard and protect back in my Fae homeworld. He was like my brother, pretty much. But the man, I kept, you know, mentioning about him because back then he used to hurt Sage too. Kept taunting me about how he's alone now and I can't get back to him. And everyone from the Harshlands, which was my old mortal homeworld, they're all dead and gone, but I still see so much of them, like, every day. And everything felt real. I don't know, and something I didn't write down, which I probably should have before we came here, but I didn't get a chance to because I rushed straight here, was I went out on a scouting mission with Midnight, basically just mapping out places, and it kept happening again.
How did Midnight react?
Very, you know, well, she didn't really have much of a reaction, really. Just, was calm about it, you know, was nice about it, but
did she try to help?
A little bit, but not much.
How so?
Well, she went along with some of the hallucinations. She, you know, there was one I had on a boat where...
On, like, one of the boats at the island? Like...
At the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she did offer me a safe place to stay while my home is getting rebuilt.
Do you feel safe there?
I mean, it has a lot of good fighters and skilled, you know, archers and everything in there.
That doesn't necessarily mean you're safe there.
Quite frankly, I don't believe I'm safe anywhere.
Well, yeah, but Midnight saw you experiencing hallucinations and hearing stuff, basically. Fed into it and then took you to a place with a bunch of good fighters.
Hey, I know she was only trying to help, but the way you word it like that, yes.
Sounds that safe to me.
Here, if you want a better understanding of how I worded things,
Yeah.
It just... Even when Simon's not around, I still hear... Out of all the voices, out of all the people that I keep seeing, it's the one that I've mentioned to you earlier. It's that one that I keep hearing and seeing the most because of how big of an impact they had on me.
So do you think there's some underlying issues that are causing this, or do you think it's just because of like PTSD or something? Like, do you think this is just a one-off thing, or do you have like other issues that are bothering you?
I don't know.
Like, I can imagine you've been pretty anxious with all of this, not knowing when you're gonna hear it again or see it again.
I've had PTSD for the, you know, even in that land, I've had
Have you tried to get help for it?
Oh, yes. Way back when I first arrived, I tried to get help, but they ended up. I. This was way back when I first arrived to that land. I tried to get help for my issues, and they ended up taking advantage of that and declawing me.
Have you told anyone else here that you have that?
Well, I have my claws, but as for the
Well, not your
other
claws, that you
issues,
have PTSD and stuff like that.
I I think it's pretty obvious sometimes with how I act, I'm going to be honest, but
And nobody's reached out to help you before?
not really, because of how stupid and reckless I act. They probably think
It
it's
just
lost
sounds to me
cause.
like you're making excuses for other people.
I guess. These hallucinations, I. It first started way back when me and. Well, they go by Beezus now, but when me and Beezus and the others were stuck in that prison. It first started there, but it was dormant for a while, only happening once every blue moon or so. But recently it's been happening almost every day. I don't know if
How
it's
many people were there with you in the prison again?
I think, including me, there was 5 of us that were trapped down there.
And who were the other five?
Um, there was Mel, which I'm not sure they've come to Osiris yet. I think they're still back in Orencia. But Mal, Beezus, QV, and Cuckoo.
How many people knew you were in prison in general?
A lot. It just took them a while to come up with a plan to get us all out.
And did anyone try to help you mentally when any of you got out?
There, I had the molehill that I guess took me in, but
Did they help, though?
no, I just
Just
got
providing you somewhere to stay isn't helping. It's something.
I just got forcefully adopted by a slime. So no one really ever actually helped. It's just been ever since the prison. It's just been simmering more and more, and that's why I've always acted so frantic. That's why I've always acted aggressive at times, and that slash that I gave Simon, I didn't mean it, but he doesn't see it that way, and obviously others
How
do.
many people would you say that you're close to, Jayne?
Well, the I was pretty close with the molehill, but we all split up our own separate ways when we came here.
Was that it?
I found friendship in a new group that Ink and Ink is a fellow cat like me, but we, we rescued a group of other felines from a alternate realm. That's a whole long story, but, Ink and I have kind of grown a bit close with one of them.
But have any of these people checked on you without something happening in front of them first? You said that there's obviously been signs of this and people could notice, especially if they're close to you. So why am I the first one helping?
Because either I'm too embarrassed to ask for help, or not many people usually offer to help.
Are you sure you're surrounding yourself with the right people?
Well, in this world, who is the right people? Every group
People
has
that
its...
help you?
Look, I just don't talk to many people about my issues. It took a lot of pride to even come here.
Not your fault that people close to you don't notice when things are off, because I've known you not that long and I've noticed.
I only vented to
Even
Midnight
before you
about
had the
it
thing.
because I was asking if she'd be willing to be my lawyer. But I have no idea what to do.
How about we circle back to when you were talking about in prison? You said that people broke you out?
Oh yeah, there was a whole group, but my memories of that day are really foggy, so I don't remember all of the people.
Did anybody talk to you afterwards?
Members of the Molehill,
Um,
Moss, Rascal, Mute.
what did they ask?
If I wanted to join them.
So none of them bothered checking on you? They just wanted to use you?
That's not true at all. They were my friends.
They broke you out only to immediately ask you just to join them. You said that nobody really checked in on you that much afterwards. So it seems like you were just being used to help them in whatever their cause was.
They didn't have a cause. It was just to protect others. And we had a whole battle down in that base with alternate
Right after
reality.
you got broken out of prison?
Yeah, it was a bit shortly after. And
did you get recovery time?
You know, come to think of it, there were so many people that lived down there in that base, including me. There were so many people that I disappeared for about a week, and nobody even noticed that I was gone. I only just now realized that.
So you were just gone for a week and nothing?
I was gone for a week because Shiva wanted to, when Shiva was alive, they wanted to experiment on me.
Right after, was this right after you got out of prison?
Um, Probably like a month or so after, so I was still recovering.
And you got experimented on?
No, no. I was going to before midnight helped break me out, but there was somebody
Had to
else.
break you out?
Yeah, that was the second time midnight helped break me out of somewhere.
So Shiva, did Shiva ask you about that? Or like just
Shiva was killed because she, at the time, was corrupted. That's why she
okay.
kidnapped me, and Waypoint had I think his name was William. He was a member of Waypoint that Shiva murdered. And
So
then, after that, well, before that actually, this was right before Shiva captured me, but right before that, I witnessed Sloth killing Max, which was another member.
and all of this happened within like a month of you getting broken out of prison.
Yeah, pretty much.
And okay, after this, did you get any recovery time?
Um, no, not really. Because then, down in the Molehill base, there was a big battle that broke out because the Enderians that lived down there apparently had alternate reality selves come break in to infiltrate the base, and we had a whole fight with them. And then after
And there
that,
were so many of you that somebody who had been in prison dealt with all of that, then got captured again, didn't get to take a break.
no,
Did anybody even check on you mentally? Like,
no. Even when after that, after that battle went down, I went to go visit Simon and Beezus. When that happened, a lot of things were, I don't know, they just, because of everything that I've been experiencing those past few months, I was frantic and paranoid. Very paranoid to the point where I thought anything that those two were doing was suspicious, and I went on a whole, rant to QV about. QV was part of the Molehill, by the way, so we were at odds with each other there, but I warned QV, I'm like, I think Beezus might be under control by something, because they did not act right. By
what
the
do you mean?
way, Beezus was a former partner of mine.
Uh-huh.
We created the AI that Trapped and Imprisoned us. And I was the one that inadvertently caused the whole mess by the personality I encoded in this AI. So everyone blames me for the whole incident.
Did you ever apologize?
Oh, I have many times. I regret it all. But maybe that's why the Molehill never bothered to really help me. It was because of QV and Cuckoo.
I don't know, but from what you've said, what I've heard, stuff like that.
Um, well, yeah, they were a big part of the group, but at least now well, I'm getting off topic. After I went to visit Simon and Beezus, I became everything at that point. There was a lot of peace and quietness in Arencia, and I believed that it was a sign of danger approaching. Especially with how Beezus was acting, they never acted as suspicious as they did when I was with them and helping them with
How were they
projects.
acting suspiciously?
A lot of their mannerisms were the same way that, I guess, see, I don't even wanna, our AI child, a lot of their mannerisms were the same as them. And Beezus was the one that initially, when we were getting broken out, they were the one that shut it down. But I was forced to leave before they could do that, so I didn't see how it happened. They were just saying a lot of suspicious things. Them and Simon both. They didn't even refer to me by my name. Beezus just kept calling me Cat.
Did something come from it?
No. Well...
So you're telling me that you viewed them as suspicious, but nothing ever happened?
No, because of course I got deemed as a fool and embarrassed myself in front of QV, who I ended up scaring the shit out of by warning them. I went on a whole frantic rampage, and that's when I hit Simon with the Shadow Mist.
And so you were paranoid to the point where after nothing happened, you hit someone?
I believe at that point I was seeing... I didn't start to see hallucinations of people yet, but that was when it was really starting to ramp up. Or get more often. I didn't see anybody, but I kept hearing mixed, mingled voices that weren't in the church that we were in.
Did you look into a way of helping yourself with this? Or anybody?
No, I tried, but every time I did, it just ended up making myself worse. And even then, I never had time, because one thing after another kept happening.
So why did you stick around?
What do you mean?
Well, nobody there was helping you. Stuff kept getting worse because you didn't have time to take a break from anything. You kept being forced into one conflict after another, kept dealing with stuff, but you stayed near where the conflict was. Why?
So I made a promise to some of the people there to help protect them. Ink, which was the fellow cat in the molehill, we ended up in a different land where Ink was almost killed. Ink and I were there for... I don't think any time passed here, but in this other realm where Ink and I ended up, it was like 3 or 4 weeks that passed. And at the end of those weeks, Ink was killed. He was brought back, thankfully, by the Endirians. But when they came to rescue us, they were more concerned about Ink than with me, which was understandable. You know, Ink was dead.
No.
But
don't make excuses for other people.
That's selfish. I don't want to be thinking about
it's
myself
not
with that
selfish.
situation.
People are allowed to focus on somebody and you. If there were that, how many people came? How many people helped?
All the Endirians, Scav, Mute.
And they were all more focused on one person instead of you?
Because Ink was dying. He got stabbed in the heart.
But one of them could have checked on you.
too busy checking on the others, the survivors from the gosh forsaken cult that we ended up in. There
So
was
you were constantly checking on other people, but nobody was checking on you.
because I've always put others before myself.
Which is fine, but it doesn't excuse other people not putting any attention on stuff going around that anybody with even the slightest of looks in your direction could tell something was wrong if they paid attention long enough. It doesn't take that long.
Guess that's true. I've yeah, that's even now in the sanctuary that I call home. All the cats, all the survivors, we all banded together to protect each other, but Ink is always cooped up with. I don't know. I did say earlier that there was one of the survivors that Ink and I ended up getting close with. And the three of us are basically all each other has when it comes to that place.
And yet I'm the one sitting here.
Yeah. As you were one of, well, I hardly saw the others in a long time. I don't know what happened to them, where they went. You were the only one that actually offered to listen in a while. They used to listen, obviously, but like I said, they haven't been around.
And that's not fair on you.
Yeah, but knowing my history, and other people are going to know it soon because of this trial, but I don't have any excuse. I shouldn't have any excuses for anything that I've done.
And neither does anybody else for not checking on you or trying to help at any point. If it's been this long and stuff's kept happening, somebody should have tried to help. And you surround yourself with people, you go around people, but none of them have helped.
But then why? Why am I the only? They said that they're gonna put me on trial to share all the bad stuff that I've done, which is understandable. But everybody here has done bad things. Everybody here has a past, crime history. And why am I the only one that is being forced to do this? Just so everybody else can know?
I can't have an answer for that question. You say that there's still people that you can trust. Let's put that lightly. But do you really think you're fine?
Doesn't matter. I already know I'm going to lose.
Then don't focus on that. Instead of focusing on the fact you're already gonna lose, focus on the stuff you don't have to lose.
But if I lose, what will happen to me? What'll happen to Ink and Moon and Star and everybody that I love?
I can't answer that question because, I don't know most of those names you just said. But Are they in danger? Are you worried about them for some reason? Or are they doing perfectly fine?
They're doing fine now, but there's always an impending danger. There's always a...
Is there?
The leader of the cult that we rescued people from, they survived and are out there somewhere waiting to find us again.
But why does it rely on you?
Because I'm supposed to be the Skull God's chosen, which means I have a duty to uphold. Just like I helped bring everybody here. They wanted me to do that.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to continue trying to help people, trying to be a good person, but I can't.
So you gotta help yourself first.
I can't. I've tried. I can't. There's...
You're here now.
But I don't want to hurt you. If I end up hurting you like I did with Cuckoo, because I had those hallucinations, how's Simon gonna react? Obviously, from what I've heard him call you, you two are a thing. I mean, for crying out loud, he called you...
difficulties?
Okay, it's not me.
Is my Wi-Fi being buggy?
A little bit.
You literally sounded like you just went through a tunnel.
I was like, oh god.
Is it good now?
You're good now. I think you're fine.
My foot's numb.
Okay.
Your foot's numb?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
But, I already know that you two are a thing. From... Heck, he called you...
We're not a thing.
He called you Torchflower. If that's not a thing, I don't know what.
He's weird. He's weird. We're not a thing. Do you not have any... Does nobody have a nickname for you? Like a friendly nickname.
No, not if you include the demeaning nicknames that Sloth uses, like Kitty and...
Well, I said friendly, so nope. Yeah, we're not a thing, though. There's no thing there.
I know Sage must have had a nickname for me, but I don't... It's been so long, I don't remember.
That is literally all that is, though. It's just a nickname.
Oh, I remember now. He used to call me Tabby, which isn't... It sounds like a demeaning nickname, but he always meant well when he said it. Like I said, he was practically like a brother to me. But he's not here. I know how to get back to where he is, but I'm just not allowed to, according to our king. When I was brought to Arencia by the Skull Cause, I left a lot behind. And part of me still wants to go home. But I don't want to...
Are you even remotely happy here?
For a short time I was back in Arencia, which was... I know I keep
right
mentioning
now.
the place. That's...
Right now?
Right now, right here, in this place, are you happy?
No. I'm not.
And why do you think that is?
Oh. For one thing, Sloth's still here. No, I'm mostly kidding. But I don't belong here. I belong back in Crimson Hollow in my Fey homeworld. I belong back with Sage and that's where I always belonged. That's where I was home. And now here everything is catching up to me again. Everything is coming back. Everything is now with these hallucinations happening every single day, I keep feeling like I'm back in the Harshlands 400 years ago. I keep hearing voices that aren't there, seeing people that aren't there. Hell, sometimes I feel phantom pains from when I was declawed and I don't have my tail anymore. That I will never get back. Back in the Harshlands, I lost my tail as well. It was cut off, but when I became a Fae, I got it back again, and now it's gone forever. So am I happy here? No, not really. I don't know, no matter, even if Ink and I become partners, even if me and Moon become partners, even if, things work out, I don't know if I can ever be happy here.
Sounds to me like you need a new support system.
Yeah, well, who would support me after everything I've done? Especially after the trial, who would support me then? Everyone will hate me after that.
You think the results of the trial or any of that stuff's gonna change me wanting to help?
Just in general, people wanting to help.
Look, I don't know everybody here. I know the people you've talked about that haven't done a lot to help you, or that have spent more time doing other things. It's just... Well, Spec, for instance, constantly refers to you as Kitty with the happiest fucking expression.
That's different.
How?
They don't say it with taunting and malice like Sloth does.
But how is that different than there being someone that actually enjoys your presence?
Sloth has been an enemy ever since the Marshlands.
But we're not talking about Sloth. Talking about other people that don't have a fully thing view. There's gonna be people that, no matter the results of the trial, would rather see you getting mental health, like getting better, than would see you die. Sure, some people might, but that doesn't mean everybody's gonna want you dead or be worried about that.
And there's people like Huey that want to put me into the void.
And, you avoid those people. You avoid the people that bring you somewhere so-called safe that's surrounded by warriors. You avoid places that clearly aren't fully for your safety. They're just to watch you to make sure nothing goes wrong.
hear that?
Hear what?
That noise.
What noise?
It's like a firework.
Nope.
No, there was. Oh no, I remember now. No, it's like a firework. It's like a explosion that. There was an explosion, and then there was the news that somebody had died, and there was a. What happened? Where did my axe go? Did my axe blow up? Did it? No, it couldn't have. Where is it? Have you seen Shadow Mist?
Jayne.
No, you don't understand. That axe is
Jayne.
important. It has a magic.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Take a deep breath.
I can't.
You know where you are?
We're at the bar. We're at the. We just got done having a tournament.
We're not.
And
What color are the walls?
They're like a brownish beige.
What color is the wall behind you?
That,
Nope, wall behind you.
Why would that matter?
Look at the wall behind you. What color is it?
It's brown.
Okay, now feel it for me. What does it feel like?
Wool.
Okay, what color is it now?
Okay. I think it happened again.
Yeah, but it's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm going insane again.
I mean, it wasn't that hard to talk you out of that one.
Because it wasn't as bad as some others. There's somewhere I end up getting aggressive.
Yeah.
I almost attacked Midnight the other day when I talked to her.
Well, then you just have to figure out ways of dealing with those ones.
Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm so fine.
Are you?
No. Where am I?
You're in my house?
And where is that? What town?
It's in a datum.
No, that can't be right. I was just at. No, I was at home. I was in my home at
No.
the island.
You're here. In a datum.
I was following a line of catnip. And
Nope, there's no catnip here.
No, are you sure? Are you sure? I was following a line of catnip and it led me into a trap.
There's no catnip here.
No, there's gotta. Is she here? Is she? No, we're not. We're right next to a window. We're right. We gotta get away from the windows. She
Why?
Came in through the. She came in through the
Who?
window.
Who came in through the window?
We went to go talk to him, and then he called his mercenary, and she broke in through the glass to come, and then she tied me down on a chair, and then I got poison thrown at me, and that was the last time I ever saw them. That was the last time I ever actually saw them. You don't understand. My crimes that I've done back in the old world were much worse than I did here. I tortured people. I killed people. I went on
From
so
what it
many,
sounds like, so did a lot of people.
I went on so many power rushes. I killed people using this axe. And then I There's a cat. I'm fine.
How about we put the axe away?
No, I'm fine. They could come back any second.
No, let's put the axe away.
They told me that they would come and
Just put the axe away.
No, he told me he would come and visit every day to make my life a hell, living hell.
So who's coming to visit you, cutie? My, I just happened to be walking by and I couldn't overhear a little kitty mumbling about missing someone.
Jayne, put the axe away.
No, Janie doesn't want to put their little shadow away. How sad.
I'm hearing Sloth's voice.
It's such a fun ordeal, isn't it?
No, I don't want you. No, I don't want you to
Jayne?
again.
Oh, burning your arm was the least I could have done. Oh, please, I should have gone for your tail when I had the chance.
No,
Sloth.
I don't want the candle wax in there again. No.
No, Jane's panicking. Poor kitty.
No, just shut up.
Seeing you reduced to nothing like this is hilarious.
Jayne, put the axe away.
No, I can't.
No, put the axe away.
Back.
No,
Put
Jane,
the axe
you're
away.
gonna put the axe away. You're gonna miss a poor Asmode here, unless you're not careful.
I don't want to hurt either one of you. Just
Put the axe away.
Jane, he's gonna hurt someone. La, la, la,
Jayne,
la,
put
la,
the axe
la.
away. Just put it away. There you go. There you go.
Oh, look at him. What?
You coming into my house just to cause stuff like that, you can get out.
Well, if I'm getting out, I mean, by all means, now I'm outside.
Not into my backyard.
It's fun.
Let's resume. Let's go.
Kitty, 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 can't even listen to what her therapist is saying. You're being a therapist, right? I think this is a therapy session. At least from what I heard, it's a therapy session. Although my mind logically is bending it into you torturing Jayne by actually being nice. Which, to be fair, is kind of cool. It's something I would do. I tried to be nice to Jayne once, and then they blew up my house, but you know, usual.
What do you mean trying to be nice?
I was nice to you a while ago. Come now. You don't remember Harsher Lands? When I was trying to be all sweetheart to you, and then all of a
No,
sudden you just decided with Quinn and Ash to blow up my own house, and you know, the whole thing. Left me and my children homeless for a week.
I'm talking
Aw.
about. I'm talking about you. You pretended to be nice.
I'm not pretending to be nice. You think Sloth knows anything about me?
Of course I know everything about you, sweetie. Well, you're
You
not
don't
a
know
sweetie. I can't really call you a sweetie because you're too nice to be a sweetie. But then at the same time, I can call you a sweetie because you're nice, because you are a sweetie. Or that maybe that's overstepping the line a little bit. I'm not your lover or anything. I can't tell. But, JD, you know when people are faking. Right? You remember.
Sloth, get
don't
out of my
you?
house if you're gonna act like this.
Mm.
I can get them out by killing them.
No. No.
Oh, she'll just come right
Nobody is killing anybody.
Killing does sound like fun.
She'll just come right back.
Jayne.
It's honestly been a while since I've been murdered.
Jayne, we're trying to help with stuff like this.
Come on, don't you want to throw a trident in my chest again? That was fun. I bled all over my cave, and then the freaking foxes cleaned it up. Blech, I hate when they do that. But it was still fun. My clothes are ruined, and I had to borrow some from others. Or, well, no, I didn't really borrow them. I probably should have borrowed them.
You
But I
need
just
something, or are
stole
you
them.
just here to antagonize Jayne?
Oh crap, I don't have this.
Having fun.
By antagonizing Jayne.
Well, it's the only way to have real fun around here.
No, it's not.
I can't really do anything to Jayne because I made a deal, but I can antagonize.
Why? What does that accomplish?
Makes me happy.
I'm sure it'll make Whisper real happy to hear about it.
Well, I haven't seen Whisper in a while.
That sucks.
Yeah. And I mean, there's no one else really to hang out here.
Okay, sorry, I was a little late. This
Fuck.
was the worst time to show up. I should leave. You know what? I can go. I can turn around. Should I
Bring Sloth with you?
let me take off the armor? That's a good idea with these two. Take off the armor.
Jayne. Jayne. I know. I know.
Kitty's freaking out, bud. Welcome in.
Sloth!
What?
I'm just gonna stay quiet. I'm not gonna say a single thing.
Can't live in
Jayne?
a full-blown meltdown. Not my problem.
Jayne. You know where you are?
I don't know. It feels
Jayne?
like a blur. It feels like 3 different places.
No? Okay, you know where you are. Focus on that. It's okay. Remember the wall?
It feels like the wall. It feels like 3 different places. Why are Simon and Sloth here?
I frankly don't know.
What is
Party.
This, what is this, like some kind of...
To give an answer, I was here to talk to you about the parties. I was here to talk to you about the party.
See,
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
partying. It's fine.
Not
The
you.
party of... The party of...
I can leave though, like I did last time.
Party
Jayne.
that'll result
You want to
in,
leave in this storm?
somebody that somebody
Jayne.
loves getting killed.
It's raining? Oh, I should have a convenient time. Shit.
Or this is like some kind of exposure therapy.
No! I didn't invite either of them here!
I was just here to update you on the phone. I'm not
Stop
gonna
talking!
How's
Jayne. Jayne. Jayne.
Sorry, I zoned out.
I know. I know. Sloth, if you keep giggling, I swear.
Mm.
Jayne.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Do you know
stay
who's
calm.
here, and do you know where you are?
For now, I'm just trying to stay calm.
Okay. I know. I know. I know. Jayne. Jayne. It's okay. It's okay.
The lightning. It was
I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh shit.
Oh. Just lightning. It's okay.
No, but
It's nothing else.
There was a storm just like there was a storm just like this one, and that was one of the times I got yelled at by.
Shit. Ignore that. Move on.
It's not canon.
Now look what you made me do.
No, Jayne. Jayne. Fuck. Okay.
That was one of the times I got yelled at by because I struck a firework at somebody I once. No.
Okay, okay, they're not here though. They're not here. They're not here.
People that I care about. I kill people. I tortured people. I tried to get.
Okay.
No. I remember the words. I remember the. No. I need to. You know what? I do hope. I do hope that after these trials are done and over, I hope they put me away forever, because I that's what I was always told that I deserve.
Jayne.
You want to be locked up?
No, I've always been told that that's what I deserve. That's
Locked up? No. Tortured? Definitely.
Sloth.
What? I'm stating the obvious.
Fuck.
Hearing the lightning and thunder, Janie? Doesn't it get a little bit under your skin? Shivers in your bones.
Jayne, ignore Sloth. Just ignore Sloth.
Can't you
Okay.
just get her to leave so we can finish this?
What?
Can't you just get her to leave so we can finish this?
I don't know. Can Asmode get me to leave? You really want to kick out the poor old elf that's trying to recover from a storm?
If it wasn't stormy and Sloth would be already gone.
How terrible. You throw someone out in the dangerous cold for no reason. Huh. Look, Kitty. I'm not here to torture you or to brag. Just keep on talking to your little therapist and deal with what you gotta deal with. Get it out of your system. Then maybe one day I can finally sneak behind you and kill you. What?
Stop.
Go. You can't stop me from talking.
Okay. Trying to stay calm.
Okay.
Kinda cute.
I just need a minute to calm down.
Yeah, that's okay.
Is it though?
I just need a moment.
You want to go in here?
What is this?
Just a guest room.
Too small.
Okay. You can go upstairs.
Upstairs. That's where the office is.
Okay, we're just staying here then.
No, Jane's having little flashbacks to Chanarelle, aren't you? I miss that place. It was so nice. Horror was such a good caretaker.
Sloth.
What? He was.
That's
Shut up.
You, maybe.
Not lying here. He's such a sweet guy. I don't get what the cat's problem is.
Jayne. Just ignore Sloth. Sloth's just trying to get under your skin. For whatever.
For what?
Okay.
Aww.
Does the cat help?
Cat. Aw, you missed your brothers and sisters, don't you?
Focus on the cat. Focus on the cat. Focus on the cat. Focus on the cat. Look at the cat.
Aw, kitty's focusing on another kitty. Is it because you miss your kind?
Actually,
I heard there's a giant... Oh. Are you talking about the little giant cult that you guys have going on? I've heard about it.
As I said,
Again.
it's not a cult. It's a group of survivors that are recovering from a cult that we brought.
I know.
You
told me, but I feel like it'd be kind of fun to raid the place at some point.
It's a
Sloth.
sanctuary where we all protect each other, and they're all people of my kind.
Oh, yeah, and I kind of want to get rid of those people. Go away.
Some of them
Oh, I'm
don't even
doing
know
more.
how to fight. Some of them were guards.
Sloth,
some of them
get
were
out.
Warriors. No, it's
Stop.
okay.
Sloth out.
Not all of us are equipped to handle fighting. Some of us were guards, some of them were warriors, but there's some who are farmers, butchers. They can't all fight. There's a lot of us.
And you can?
And we're
Look
all
at me, I
trying
almost
to
beat your
recover.
butt.
There's a lot
I
of
think it'll
us,
be
and
easy
we're
as
all-
pie.
To what?
Oh, sorry, am I interrupting too much? Are you having a brain fart?
I'm just trying to talk calmly and not. I'm in a whole big group with all of my kind who are all trying to heal.
You? The past does not define me. Does that saying yours now?
No, she's right in a way.
It makes you you. Can't run away from it.
Yeah, that's true. But
And there's no real accepting of it. It's just kind of there to haunt you for the rest of your life.
you're right. You actually do make a good point.
Don't worry, kitty. I'm a part of that past too, which means I'll get to haunt you forever. Or is it hunt? But taunt, haunt, I can't tell. What do I do to you exactly? I don't know. Maybe it's a mystery. I'm just here to have some fun.
We're all just trying to live out our lives here.
Yeah, well, you don't have a life anymore, remember? You're just like me.
And you being here doesn't make... I'm not happy here, and you being here doesn't make it any better.
Aww. I thought you were supposed to be having a therapist around. Doesn't that mean you're supposed to be having exposure therapy?
No.
No.
Talking out your feelings, walking through the steps of life.
I don't want to get too aggressive with any of you. I can't.
Aggressive?
No, axe away. Axe away.
Aww.
Put the axe away. Jayne, axe away.
Okay.
You're okay. It's just Sloth. Sloth's annoying. It's fine.
I'm not annoying.
Sloth is
I'm professional. I'm an idealist.
You can also let the door hit you on the way out. You know, that'd be fun.
Not happening.
Everything about what happened at the prison, everything was my fault. Everything was...
Come on, this is more entertaining than what's happening outside.
I'm looking at the horse. There's a horse out there, a skeleton horse. So I'm staring at that, focusing on that.
I wonder what your skeleton looks like.
Oh gosh, yeah, probably different considering, I guess, I don't know, probably have a different physiology, but yeah.
I mean, I've seen my own. It's kind of cool, actually.
That's disgusting.
How have you seen your own?
Have you ever been gifted a severed head before of yourself?
No.
That's pretty cool.
Unless you count...
Mister gave it to me.
Unless you count, never mind.
And my father's testicle. But, I mean, I'd rather not see that.
God, that'd be the...
I mean,
least of...
It's fun. I mean, it's cool, right? Having your own head chopped off by some random mob, and then all of a sudden, bam, you find it in a mailbox.
Just stop. Just stop.
Stop what?
Talking.
Mm-hmm.
Existing, honestly.
Oh, you want me to die, Asmode?
I'm pretty sure you do.
Nah, I like living. It's fun. Sort of. Because I get to taunt you for the rest of immortality. Come on, we're immortal sisters after all. We got a bond in our bloodly youth.
Well, can't we just... I don't know, put things behind us and just be at least civil to each other? At least...
Civil? Who said anything about being civil?
I leave you alone. I've been trying my best to leave you alone.
Have
leave you alone, you leave me alone.
Everywhere I've shown up, you've shown up too.
I've been
You
there
broke
first.
into my house.
Well, I was concerned about your safety, Asmode. Cats can never be trusted. They like to steal things.
You broke into my house.
So, I break into a lot of houses.
And they Asmode invited me here. Did they invite you here?
Usually they do. Well, actually, I don't know if usually they would, because I haven't really been here since the last time I was here, and then you threw a chain in my chest, and then I got kind of kicked out by Asmode and my wife saying, "Oh, no, you can't be here."
Yeah, and your wife's gonna be hearing about this.
And what will they do, huh?
You're gonna get to find out.
Ugh, your tone is weird. Unsettling. You really like counters, huh? Oh, Oh, I forgot. It's because you're an ugly cat. Say, kitty, have you ever heard from Sage?
No. But that's because I hadn't... Unlike you, I actually wanted to write a response to him.
I think the first time I see Sage, I'm gonna try to get them into some lava and boil them to death.
You know,
What?
he really missed you. He used to ask, talk about you all the time.
Missed me, now you're gonna burn. Ah, the crackling of wither bones really is satisfying. Have you ever burned a wither skeleton alive? It's great. Well, you can't really burn a wither skeleton because they're made up of souls, but it's so fun to hear them scream. Their eyes are so much fun. And yeah, I know, I'm mentally disturbed, but it's great.
Has anyone ever loved you?
Probably not. I mean, my children did, and I loved them, and they were my world.
And there's a reason they're not here, probably.
Yeah, they died. But it's whatever.
Okay. I'm glad we were finally able to get Sloth out for a single gosh darn second so I can talk to you and Simon privately.
Oh wait, you actually
You
want to talk to me?
Yeah. He's the only person
It's
I know.
Oh, okay.
Who...
I just want. Okay.
You're the only person I know that might still have contact with those in my Fey world.
Not might. I still do.
Do you still have contact with the king, Vermilion?
You can refer to him by that name. Yes, I do.
What do you mean by that?
Ignore that.
Okay, well, after all this time, I finally managed to write a response to Sage.
Good to hear.
I don't know how to
Took
get
you long enough.
I know. Like I told Asmode, I was never really able to find a free moment to write it. And
Yeah.
they were gatekept from me for a while. The letters, I mean, so... Gosh, my vision is starting to change. It feels like I'm back at his house. It's a good memory this time, but it's painful at the same time.
Well, I mean, as long as you're reestablishing contact, I'm pretty sure those good memories can come back again. From what I've been hearing, it might be that the guilt you're feeling from this might be an underlying reason for why you're feeling this way.
Well,
It's up to you to decide whether or not that connection gets mended.
well, I have I don't know how
Alright,
you're
the
gonna
book.
be able to get this to him, but it's the best I could do.
Well, I knew Darius for a long time before I met any of you or he met any of you, so it's not that hard.
Who?
It's whatever. So this is the only thing you have to send?
Who is... That doesn't matter. That's all I have for right now, until more... I'll probably write him another one closer to the trials. Just in case something should happen to me.
I'm sure he'll be elated to know that you're finally talking to him again.
Yeah. But
Thank you.
well, you're welcome. I'm gonna go out the back way so I don't run into Sloth again, but
Just one more thing. Can you go out in the backyard for a second?
Oh, go on the... Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
out the backyard because I don't want to run into Sloth.
I know. I'll bring him back in. Okay, so you know how you told me where you're staying vaguely, and how it's like Midnight brought you there, and how it's a lot of people that are good warriors and stuff?
Yeah.
And how you remember what I brought up about that?
That doesn't really feel like the safest place.
No. So I need you to be really careful while you're there, okay?
I will.
You've got a lot going on right now, and you don't need people trying to take advantage of it or, like,
Well, if
fighting you instead of trying to calm you down.
If anything bad happens, I'll, I guess, hide out in the sanctuary base. Or Sloth said she wanted to raid it. I
know.
can't really go there.
I know,
For
I
a
know.
while because
Just
I don't want her to follow me there and find it.
if it comes down to it, you always can use the rooms on that raft house I brought you to that one time. Or, I mean, we have a guest room here. If you need to. I know that you're against them in the trial and everything. I know all of that stuff. You can come here, and we will keep you safe. They listen to me. Sloth doesn't, but Sloth's not relevant to this conversation. They'll listen to me, and we will keep you safe, okay? Will I help you? And if anything like this happens again, send me a message in my mailbox. We can do this again. Write down about it. Keep a diary of when these things happen. And we'll work on it, okay?
Okay. I will do that.
Okay. Keep yourself safe.
I will. I appreciate that a lot. Let me just... See you, buddy. Okay. Well, tell Sloth I send my regards and that I will see them again soon.
Get back in here.
Sorry, I was... expect a response soon, I guess? I'm really quick about delivering these things.
Alright, well, I appreciate it, Simon. Thank you.
No problem.
The gate's
Also,
on the other side.
You know my real name, you can use it.
No problem.
Imagine she did what she did with the gate and broke it and then fixed it.
Bye-bye. Why is there just... Oh, actually, I know what that's for.